And what are we supposed to do here? Hit the ball somewhere? Well, welcome back to another episode of Let's Play 1001 Games. I'm your host, Gaming Jay, and if you are just joining us, you are joining me on a quest to play through the 1001 games in the book, 1001 Games You Must Play Before You Die. And part of this quest includes playing this game here, which is a monkey fishing, I guess. This is a very bizarre intro. This is a Japanese pinball game called Flipnic. I think from the intro we could figure out this was a Japanese game. As I've mentioned in other videos, there totally is a different feeling between Japanese and American games. Japanese games tend to be more interesting and whimsical and kind of unusual. Apparently this introduction that we're watching right now has relevance to the game. When you turn on the console, you get this little 8-bit intro, and whatever happens to that monkey apparently somehow affects the gameplay. So this is a little montage of what's going on, and so if you start the game up and you get a bad monkey intro, I guess you sometimes need to reset the game? I don't know, I've never played this before, but this is just what I read in the 1001 Games Just Play Before You Die book. As you can see, one of the cool things about this is it is a pinball video game, but it is not just a simulation of pinball. It does pinball in a way that is purely impossible for it to have ever existed in real life. It literally takes the concept of pinball and video gameizes it, which is kind of cool if you ask me. It kind of reminds me of like what Hearthstone did with Magic the Gathering. Because in many ways Hearthstone is like Magic the Gathering, but a lot of things that occur in Hearthstone, you couldn't create physical cards that would do those things. So they video gameized card games, so Hearthstone is not a copy of Magic. And in some ways, I think this is supposed to be like that with pinball. Look at all the variety of pinball stages we're going to have. This is going to be interesting. I am not a pinball guy. I'm going to go out on the record and say it. I was never a huge fan of pinball. Oh, but I'm getting sick looking at this. Oh, God. Free play and 2-player match, memory card. Let's just do an original game. Why not? Biology, metallurgy, optics. What am I getting, a degree in pinball? What's going on here? Let's start with bio. You can play this stage. Oh, very descriptive title there. Oh, you can't, I see. Limited time play. I gotcha. I thought it was like the bio stage, and their description of the stage was you can play this stage. I see what they're doing there. We're just going to go level easy and go ahead and start. Let's see what goes on in Flipnic. Now, as I say, I was never a huge pinball fan. When I was a kid, when I would go into arcades, I would always see pinball machines lined up next to my favorite arcade games, and I would think, like, who would actually spend a quarter to play this? Pinball just never seemed all that interesting to me, because every single pinball game was the exact same. You had 2 bumpers at the bottom, you had some stuff up at the top that you're trying to hit the ball towards, and you... Okay. I tilted the machine, damn it. I'm trying to figure out buttons, I tilted the machine. But every pinball game felt the same, like it was all very similar in concept.
Hit all bumpers that have arrows.
How? I tilted the machine again! What was I supposed to do? Okay, hold on. Hold on. We can do this.
Ready.
I am ready. Okay, now.
Hit all bumpers.
What?! Yeah, I'm getting flashbacks of like Dragon's Lair. Oh god, don't go back and watch that replay when I was playing Dragon's Lair. It is not pleasant. I'm not doing a thing. I'm just watching the ball go down and okay. Okay, there's one button. I figured out one button. You make the left thing go. Oh, there we go. I gotcha. Okay, so you have to use left on the D-pad is the left bumper, and circle is the right bumper. Oh, very intuitive controls, right? I mean, I guess it makes sense. And what is happening, multi-ball? I'm just trying to figure out the controls of this stage. I don't really know what's happening. Have a fantastic time with multi-ball.
Big bonus.
Chance for big bonus. So here it is. If you've ever seen a pinball game in your entire life, they all look like this. Like, there's no surprises here. Oh, and there's a bit of a delay in when I press the button versus when my paddle moves. Warning, did I just lose at multi-ball? A UFO, watch out. A big UFO is coming.
Danger approaches.
Danger approaches.
Retreat within the time limit to start multi-ball play. Or leave
Okay.
the area.
And what are we supposed to do here? Hit the ball somewhere? Where that yellow arrow is? How do you control a ball in pinball? I never understood that either.
Hurry, hurry!
I'm trying! I don't know what I'm supposed to do! Your instructions are very vague, sir. I just realized that this is like the first level and we're supposed to beat it before we unlock other levels, but I have no idea how to unlock a level in this game. What did that do? I'm so confused. As you can see.
Oh my god.
What? A UFO abducted my ball.
Ready.
What? It's just game over now?
Hit all bumpers. to
Okay.
add arrow.
Oh. Oh, I see. Oh, interesting. Oh, and the balls... No. Okay. Well,
Slot chance.
this is harder than it looks. So I wonder if any of you guys out there were pinball fans, and if you can explain to me what the sort of fascination with pinball is. Because I never got it. Pinball to me did not belong in the same category as video games. It kind of felt more like really elaborate bowling or something. Like, bowling is fine, but it is not video games. Again, I'm very fascinated by this game, because, look, I mean, this pinball machine that we're playing on could never exist in real life. You need, like, a functioning waterfall, you need to, you know, be, like, going around cliffs and stuff, there's rocks, the color puzzle? What is happening?
Bumpers change colors when hit with the ball.
Okay.
Line up all the same colors.
I will say that this game so far is intensely creative. Whoa, 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 whoa! Get up there! As a kid, my only thought when I was playing pinball was like, get the ball away from the bumper. I didn't look at where I was hitting the ball. I guess that's part of, you know, good pinball players will actually plan where to hit the ball. I have no idea. I'm just hitting it away from the hole in the middle. That's my only strategy. And in line with that, yeah, I mean, I'm not a fan of how every pinball machine is essentially, since the beginning of time, has been the same. Two bumpers at the bottom with a hole between them. If a ball is coming down in the middle of that hole, there's nothing you can do. You're just screwed. But again, like a video game, even a simple game like Super Mario, there's always something you can do to not die. It's never like they just suddenly drop Mario in a pit and it's like, oh, too bad. No button presses in the world could have saved him. There's always something you can do when you're playing Mario. So pinball kind of feels cheap in that way too. I'm really ragging on pinball here. Alright, let's do this. Let's redeem pinball. I shot the ball up into some special area. Oh yeah, there we go. Now what's gonna happen? Where are we going now? This ball's on a little adventure. It's like a Rube Goldberg machine of pinball adventures. And I failed the super mission. Alright, now we're off into space. Look! Oh my god, where are we? Some alien planet, clearly. Oh, now we went back into this thing.
Select yes to continue.
Okay. Did I die?
Ready.
Yes, okay. Go, I guess. Oh, I guess you can choose to leave. Man, I have never seen a pinball... Look, and you can make the ball jump. Warning. Warning what? What is happening?
The big tree within the time limit to start multi-ball play.
Okay, well I failed at that. How are you supposed to plan your way through this level? So first of all, I'm supposed to beat this level to unlock other levels. I don't even know what the mission is. I'm just hitting stuff. I hope it's like a high score thing.
Hurry, hurry!
I'm hurt. What am I supposed to do? I'm just waiting for the ball to come down. Hurry, as if I have some control over the ball here. Okay, what? I can control these things and make them go up and down. I summoned a UFO. It's gonna steal my ball again. Some UFO bullshit right there, I gotta tell you.
Ready.
Okay.
Hit all bumpers that have arrows.
I would really love to. I don't know how to accomplish that goal. Oh, and you get back up there. Well, it seems to be working, and I lost. I don't know. I feel another thing that, kind of coincides with everything I've been saying about pinballs, I feel very out of control when I play pinball. It's not like I feel like I know how to make the ball go where I want it to. It just kind of goes where it wants to go. I don't know. That's except when you make it jump like that. That's how I feel about pinball.
Danger approaches. Either hit the big tree within the time limit to start multi-ball play.
Okay.
Or leave the area.
Get in there. Start multi-ball play. Start multi-ball. I hit the tree like 3 times.
Hurry!
What? Okay. So do you guys have any fond pinball memories? I do remember once my dad rented like a pinball game for the NES. And I do remember spending an entire Saturday trying to play that thing. It's weird, like even a game that you may not necessarily like sometimes, you can totally get into. And you can totally want to beat it as like a matter of principle. It's kind of funny, gamers really have to sort of have that drive inside of them.
Hit all bumpers.
Because it's not like absolutely every game is worth your time all the time. I definitely find there are some games that I get into and I want to beat just for the sake of like beating that game. Okay. No! Get up there! Get up there! Like I'm getting better at this part. Ah! Oh! No. Get up there though. Yes. Did I do something?
Congratulations.
What did I do? I did something that was good. Reward me, game. Also, how does the monkey fit into this? I told you the monkey at the beginning. The random, thing that the monkey did is supposed to affect something in the game. I have no idea what influence that monkey had over my life. Which is not a sentence I ever thought I would say in this life. But, I guess sometimes monkeys affect you. Sure, let's go for it. I don't know where we're going or what we're doing, but we're gonna have fun doing it. And we're out of there. I missed that. And we're back where we started. Okay. I would love to know how to defend against this UFO. Oh, I guess letting your ball fall into the waterfall is not the way to do it, though. This also kind of reminded me of the casino stages in Sonic the Hedgehog, which clearly were kind of based on both slot machines and pinball, I guess. Woo woo! Look at that ball jump. If only I could make the ball jump like that normally. Give me that ability. Jeez. You know what I do not know is the invention of ping pong. Who invented it? Why? How did it become popular? I tried to look up some facts about this game. I tried to look up facts about every game I'm going to play for my series. Try and get a bit of an idea about what's going on with the game. I'm not doing anything. I'm just watching the ball move around. Ooh, this is fun, riveting gameplay. This is why I have a bit of an issue with pinball, guys. But I tried to look up some facts for this game on Wikipedia. Surprise, surprise, that is my go-to... Look at that skill. That is my go-to source for a lot of these games. And I usually read a little about each game I'm going to play. Oh, and that's the end of that. Before I play a game, so I have an idea of what's going on. And for this game, I tried to... Oh my god, is it stalled? What? Did Flipnic just crap out on us? Flipnic totally crapped out on us, guys. Just had to reboot the system. Anyway, I was trying to look up some stuff about Flipnic before I made this video, so I would have some sort of trivia and stuff to tell you about. But in fact, there doesn't exist a Wikipedia page for this game. And so, surprise, surprise, I use Wikipedia as a main source. There was a PlayStation Wiki, I think, page about this game, but it didn't really say much. I mentioned the random monkey, I think, It also mentioned this game had like a 66 Metacritic rating. So although it is a semi-classic game, it is not necessarily the most... Okay, we got Small Luck this time. It's not necessarily the most revered game. Okay, we got Small Luck. What's that going to change about the game now? I have no earthly idea. Seems very weird that the intro to a game would change anything about it. Go back into this. Okay, we're skipping bio. I was never really good at bio anyway. Metallurgy, I'm not really good at that. I'm okay at geometry. Let's try geometry. Game start. Limited time play. Okay, well, here's a big shocker for you. I'm probably not going to beat that bio level. I have no idea how you're supposed to get a bio credit in that.
You will now need to use some new controls. Use the left analog stick to move the paddle.
Okay.
The secret is to try to draw a circle with the left analog stick kept down.
What? Draw a circle? Oh my god. This is... Okay, this is going to be really problematic. Is this even pinball anymore? This is more like Breakout. Okay. And he goes through the paddle. This is crazy, man. Well, I mean, you gotta give Flipnic credit for creativity. This is not, you know, your father's pinball game. We're gonna let the ball go down a bit because clearly bouncing it around on these pads is doing nothing. Yeah, bounce down there. There we go. Now where's it going? This is so bizarre. I feel like I'm playing a whole nother game. I'm in a new dimension of pinball. It's kind of weird. So if you do go to modern arcades, pinball machines aren't really around there too much. But what I've seen now are digital pinball machines. So it's essentially like they've rigged up a giant iPad and they've set it up in the arcade, and you can select one of like 50 different, you know, pinball games to play. So the one I've tried before, there's like Bob's Burgers and Archer and all sorts of, you know, Simpsons, so many different sort of themed pinball games, quote unquote pinball. It's not really pinball, it's really a video game because although it simulates pinball like this, well, not like this specific level, but like the first level we tried, it's sort of like a virtual pinball. It has gameplay elements that could not exist in a real pinball machine. And also, you know, with these pinball things, I mean, I always thought part of the appeal of pinball, part of the reason that people did actually like it, is that it was something real. Video games are all digital, right? So however the physics work in Mario, we just have to take for granted that that's how the creators made the game. But the physics in pinball are the real physics that exist in the world. People aren't allowed to have fake physics. Like in Mario, you can create unrealistic physics. But in pinball, it's kind of real. And I don't know, I've heard and I can understand how that would do it for some people. But when you move to like video pinball, it's sort of like, you know, I mean, is that even quote unquote pinball anymore? If like one of the main aspects of pinball is that it's realistic. It's kind of not necessarily real anymore. It always struck me as like, if you ever go into casinos, you can play blackjack, or you can play like video blackjack, or like you can play a slot machine or a video slot machine. I always wondered about those like video blackjack machines. How legit are they? Like honestly, like people play them and they're like, oh man, the dealer had blackjack, they beat me. Well, guess what? When you're playing with a real deck of cards, you know for sure that like you have a shot of getting blackjack, and so does the dealer. If you play, oh, we're getting a lot of keys here, we're doing pretty good. If you play like a computerized version of blackjack, the thing could totally be cheating. It could deal you cards and deal the dealer better cards, and there's nothing that you could do that would protect you against that. Like, it always struck me as really weird. Like, how the hell do you ever spend real money on video blackjack and not think in the back of your head, maybe I'm getting scammed? Right? Like, the computer could totally jip you. But in real life, if we're playing with a deck of cards, well, we both have a chance of getting blackjack. And I know that, you know, maybe the deck doesn't have all the cards that are supposed to be in there, so maybe they're screwing me in that way. But I know that if they get blackjack, that I could have got blackjack too, because we were playing with the same deck of cards. In a video game, you have no guarantee about that. Same thing with slot machines. Slot machines always really confused me. You're literally putting your money into a computer, and the computer is designed to not pay out very often. It is designed to most of the time not give you money, and once in a while it will. But it's like, you have no idea what your odds of winning really are. At least with a deck of cards, you can work out the odds and say, well, 40% of the time I will win. With a slot machine, it could be like 2%. It could be 1%. They could say, you know what, we need to make more money this month. We're just going to mess all the slot machines up so that they don't pay out anything for the rest of the month. Like, they literally control it. It doesn't make any sense to me why anyone would want to gamble with it. And so, the comparison between, like, slot machines and gambling and stuff in pinball, I don't know, seems like a thing. Okay, we got a bunch of keys. What the heck are we supposed to do? What? I didn't do a thing. And it's just game over. What am I looking at? It's like a blurred nightmare of 8-bit. What? Huh. That was actually pretty interesting. Okay. Well, I mean, it's not like we had anything more to do in that level. We just bounced a ball around for a bit, tried to get some keys, and failed. Let's see what optics is like. I guess we'll try optics and then metallurgy, and that will be our kind of let's play of this game, because I honestly don't imagine us beating a single freaking level. And we went through bio quite a bit. For a level about biology, it was all about waterfalls. Super missions. Okay, this is more pinball-like. Although there's nowhere for the ball to go. Nowhere at all, in fact. What am I supposed to do here? What is this, optics? Oh, there we go. Okay. That was pure luck. I didn't even know there was a target there. What is happening? Point of no return. I can barely read that.
Shoot the rings and cook ready.
Like, that's the thing about pinball. Like, literally... Okay. I had passed the mission, but I guess the ball was on a trajectory to just die, and so it was just game over. Come on. Stupid ball. Do what I tell ya. Get in your hole. I don't know where we are now, but you get back up there. Huh. You know what else pinball kind of reminds me of? Is those carnival games where you have to, like, shoot a duck, or you have to, like, throw a beanbag in a barrel or whatever. Those are kind of more similar to pinball. I mean, pinball's more similar to those than it is to a video game in many ways. Okay. This level perplexes me. I feel like I'm in, like, the douchey pinball machine area. It's like, this is the type of pinball machine that doesn't button up its shirt and, like, has a lot of chest hair. Goes out to the clubs on the weekend to try and get the other pinball machines drunk and, do some not so gentlemanly acts on them. Okay. It's the high-end, classy pinball machine. Wow. Well, I mean, we're almost done with this one. What is there to see? I don't even know what I'm doing. I feel like I should be, drinking a gin and tonic or like a Cosmo and discussing, like, New York City tax rates or something. Or how I can't afford my condo maintenance fees. Alright, well, I mean, that's about as much sense as any of these levels have made. Game over.
See you again.
Yeah, sure. You believe that. Guess what? I'm only going to play one more level. Then we will have had our way with Flipnic, and I can move on to the other things in my life. Alright, here we go. Metallurgy. As I say, I will say one thing good about this game, and it's that every level, you never know what you're going to get. It's very interesting and fascinating, I find. I wouldn't mind seeing some of the cooler looking levels, because I'm sure there are plenty. Okay. Yep, that was all skill. So was that. I don't know why I sent the ball that way, but I did. I'm sure good things will happen.
The bumpers the prescribed number of times.
What? There's a UFO shooting at my ball. This is one thing you could do. I'm trying to do it. You can, like, hold the ball like this. Well, I was gonna try and hold it and like cradle it, and then when you're ready, you shoot it. So you can do this. Oh, and I just lost it.
Ready.
Man, why can't I do that move? You leave my ball alone! He never hurt anyone! You evil UFO! You jerk! Okay, here we go. That doesn't work very well. Flipnic is on to me. Doesn't want you cradling that ball and lining up the shot. Wants to keep things high octane. Okay, this is what you do. So you cradle the ball, and then when you're ready, you line up the shot. That is the thing I was trying to do the whole time. That sweet advanced pinball move. It didn't really help me. But it's a thing you can do.
For the crab baby that just appeared.
What is happening?
Multi-ball mode.
What are those things? I will try to hit them because if there's one thing I've learned about pinballs, you hit everything. Anything that can be hit should be hit. And there they go. We didn't succeed, guys. I'm sure you're very disappointed. Okay. We're doing better at this part than we've done the entire rest of the game. And we just got wonderful. What did I just do? Move on.
The gate leading to the next area is open.
Okay. Where, though? I would love to know where the gate to the next area is. Not as though I could do anything about it. I have yet to hit the ball in a direction that I've, like, seriously intended. I'm just hitting it. If it goes somewhere good, it's all gravy.
Aim for the crab baby that just appeared. Hit it to start multi-ball mode.
Well, if the ball would come down and I would have some ability to have it do anything, I would try and hit those things. Okay. Where's the exit? Somebody tell me. It's probably that, like, red part. See where the red arrow is at the top? It's probably up there. But that looks, like, really hard to hit. Maybe pinball is also a bit like pool. Whoa! I was gonna say, you have to have, like, really good skills in pool. And you need it in pinball, too, and I clearly don't have it. But I'm, like, doing okay. Whoa! Lane counts. Does this UFO actually do anything? Like, could it actually kill my balls, or purely for show? It keeps coming back, but it doesn't really do anything. I no longer fear the UFO. Ah, maybe I should, though. Okay. Well, you know what? I think maybe I'll start wrapping this video up. Well, I say that, but I keep getting wonderfuls. Move on. Okay, let's try and hit the ball over there if we can. I'm just dead.
Ready.
Yeah, I'm ready. Jeez, this level plays itself. Alright, so, Flipnic. I think what we've learned from Flipnic is that I am badass at this level. I think what we've learned is that just because you're making a pinball game doesn't mean you have to make a pinball game. What I mean is, I'm being kind of hard on pinball here. I'm being kind of hard on Flipnic.
Good.
You know, saying I don't really like pinball and so on and so forth. That's true. But I will say that this is at least more interesting than a traditional pinball game. So even though this video game, they set out to make pinball, they basically said, let's not just simulate existing pinball. Let's take a look at what we can do in video games that we could never do in a physical pinball device, and let's do that. And so the book actually says one of the things that makes this a game you should play before you die is that, especially if you're a pinball fan, it really deconstructs pinball and creates a lot of things that just could not exist in real life. And I do think that is cool. I do think that is a reason why you may want to play Flipnic here. Now, am I any good at Flipnic? No. The answer, of course, is no. I suck at pinball. I have no strategy whatsoever. As I said, my strategy is hit the ball. I don't know, the level just ended. I guess it ran out of time. The pros and cons of this game, Well, the pros are, as I've already said, it's very creative and inventive. I do like... It has a really good attitude, which is a weird thing to say about a pinball game. But this game has a lot of attitude and character, and I think that's cool. I wish more games were kind of like this. In terms of the cons, it's a pinball game. It's a pinball video game. You know, if you don't like pinball, you're not going to like this. I mean, that's all there is to say about the cons. It's not poorly done pinball, and it's interesting how it has variety. Like, that geometry level is pretty cool. But it's pinball. So if you don't like pinball, don't play this game. If you have any interest in pinball, I think this is a game you might want to play before you die. And that's Jay's recommendation. Guys, I have enjoyed my time with Flipnic, and I have enjoyed having you with me. If you have liked this video, please give me a like, give me a subscribe, because I'll be back in a couple days with a new video and a new game, and you don't want to miss that. Until then, though, take care of yourselves, and I'm going to move on to playing some non-pinball games. And I'll see you guys next time. All right, peace.